Good morning from the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival, Part 3. So in this episode, I'm talking about the non-food and non-topiary offerings here at Flower and Garden Festival. So let's go check out the Scavenger Hunt. So just like any other festival, they have a scavenger hunt for you to do for the kids or for the kids at heart. So for the Flower and Garden Festival, they have the Spike the Bee scavenger hunt. So we picked up one of the scavenger hunt things. And for example, this is the prehistoric plants.
Note the lovely dinosaur down there.
Yes, indeed. There's a fossil right here. And then for what plant it is the cyad, noted by the sign right next to it. In the World Showplace Pavilion, we have the stage decorated with flowers around the piano for the entertainment to come out later, and a sign for Flower and Garden 2021. And in the far side of the World Showplace Pavilion, we have a little display talking about how to make topiaries with a Sorcerer Mickey in the background right over there. This is the frame to build the topiary.
It's gardening tips.
Yeah.
Tips of the trade.
And then also over here, we have Spike. So this is the bromeliad plant. Mm-hmm. Very, very fun. And then over on this side, we have some horticulture facts.
Technology.
Yeah. So this is some facts about the Disney horticulture, as well as some of the tools that they would be using on property. And right next to the World Showplace Pavilion, they have some Mickey Mini topiaries, which offer a great photo spot. And just next to that, there's another display for the horticulture of Walt Disney World property, with one of the trailers that they use on property to store all their tools. And just inside, there was a photo wall that gives you a great backdrop to take a photo and commemorate your visit to the Flower and Garden Festival 2021. So another offering this year that is returning is in the UK Pavilion. In the tea garden, they have a tea tour. So you go to the Tea Caddy store, pick up one of these maps, and it shows you it's a self-guided tour around the tea garden. Mm-hmm. And each of the teas have different teacups with the plants that represent those teacups. So I'll show a little slideshow of that here. But when you finish, you get to pick out some teas. And you get to pick out one cold and one hot tea to take home. And that's per person. So fun little thing to do, fun little activity. Get to learn about tea. You can learn all about the Camellia sinensis plant and all the uses for it and all the different kinds of teas.
And get some to bring home and try yourself.
Exactly. So we got some teas to take home with us. We also checked out the butterfly garden. So I'll put a little clip of that right here. Okay, and that will do it for our part 3 of Flower and Garden Festival 2021. Mm-hmm. So, looking at all the non-food and non-topiary offerings here. So, what were your thoughts with all that? So, the butterfly garden and the scavenger hunt and the tea tour.
The butterfly garden, social distancing went out the window. You walked through the beaded curtain of the butterfly garden and all of a sudden it was a free-for-all.
Yeah, there were arrows in the ground to keep traffic in one direction, but as far as spacing goes, that was out the window for sure. So,
it was very nice, and it was very pretty in there, but it was like, woo!
Yeah. Indeed.
Tea tour was like, kind of just zoom. It was cool.
Yeah.
To be able to see, oh, that's what that looks like, and then I put it in my cup of water, and then all of a sudden, woo, tea.
Right.
But it also had some people, like, it was kind of a free-for-all, too.
Oh, yeah. It used to be a guided tour where they would talk you through each of the planted teas and tell something, like, a fun fact about each of them, but self-paced is definitely, like, you just kind of zoom through it and read what you want and skip what you don't. But yeah, it was also kind of crowded there because while we were doing that, Alice kind of topped out,
yeah.
So a big crowd kind of formed for that. So, but overall, you do get some free tea in the end, so that part's nice. It's always nice to get free stuff in Disney. So completely free to do the tea tour, and you get some free tea samples at the end. And
I will say that, like, other than the character cavalcades, the only characters we saw were Pooh by the Butterfly Garden and Alice by the Tea Garden.
Right.
So, decent places to hang out if you're looking for characters.
Yeah, that's a good point. And then as far as the scavenger hunt, we did finish our scavenger hunt. And for this scavenger hunt, one of the reasons why I wanted to do it this time was because the prize this festival is one of the better ones they've had in recent festivals. So you actually get a set of 2 plates, and they're decent sized plates. So I picked the orange bird plate, but they had a a mini one, orange bird, figment, and Spike the Bee. So very fun. It is a set of 2, and they are packaged as a set of 2, so you have to get 2 of the same plate. I did ask about that, but this was $7.99 for the scavenger hunt little card, and we did get the pass holder discount on top of that, so 20% off that. So it is kind of a good deal for what you're getting with 2 plates. They are like the melamine plastic plates, but decent size, look like they're good quality, so yeah, I'm very happy about that.
And as far as, like, a special thing to do, the price is pretty darn good.
Yes. My only complaint with the scavenger hunt was, in a lot of cases, the Spike the Bee stick was in or next to a line. So if you were not in that line, it was going to be very hard to find it. So like we had a very hard time finding the Mexico one because the line to get into the Mexico pavilion is always out the pavilion and wrapped around. Yeah, so that was kind of tucked away, and then a couple other ones were like behind the food lines. So be on the lookout, and if you can't find it, rule of thumb is like go towards the lines, and you might find it over there. So that's my only complaint with that one. But yeah, overall, I thought the other miscellaneous offerings here at the festival were very nice. But that will do it for today and for our flower and garden experience for this little weekend trip. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
See you real soon.